Hey guys, I got told by Scarlett at my baby to vlog this experience of going to the Oaks because I haven't contributed to this account at all. So it is currently 4:30 something in the morning and I need to get ready, and we have lessons from 7:30. And my horse's first time off the property in about 5 6 months because of the lovely pandemic. There's been nothing on, and yeah, it's been pretty bad. So I'm gonna get ready because I'm not, and then I'll try and vlog. I'm back, and here's like a little outfit. Cute. So these breeches, jokes around me, they're Cavalier Toscana. Got them for my birthday. I quite like them. And I've got some Sam short socks and a Tommy Hilfiger jack top that is just normal, and then MC equestrian belt, which is quite nice. It adds some colour to the outfit. I was gonna say, I was supposed to have a training day this weekend, but it got cancelled because of the rain that we've had. So we've gone to my coaches because we were like, you know what, I don't care that it's raining, we want to get out. And I've got another competition next weekend, which I've got them both in the 1 meter and the 115, which is scary because I've not really done anything like that. Never done 115 on Capone, and never done one on Ella either. So it's the first that weekend, which is a bit scary, but it should be okay. I've also got a jacket with me. It's a bit cold in the morning, but it's a lot warmer at my coach's place than it is here. So yeah, I'll see you when we arrive at the horses. So I'm actually at the farm now. Hi guys. It's a bit later than we thought we'd be loading, just because, but I'm grabbing mines here, so they're ready to be on the truck. Oops. So, yeah. Cuties. Oh no, Ella's not happy. Oh, this might be hard to catch them. Come on. Hi, Capone. Hi, Capone. Hey. Oh, you're so cute. Hey. Hi. Hey, you ready? Ready to go? So, oh my god, Ella, stop it. So, after a bit of persuasion, I've caught them both. They were both a bit naughty. Well, Ella mostly. But fair enough, it's like, oh my god, like 5 something in the morning. Thank you, Penny. So ready to load, and I'll catch up with you guys then. So this is Ella's warm-up. I didn't really film much else, but I thought I'd do a voiceover of the lesson, and this is us warming up. Did a little like circle exercise, which is quite good to warm up. Her back end was actually very engaged over these boxes and me getting her a bit deep. She's a very good girl. And then we went on to our round. So this is her next, like a proper round. Looking back at this, I started quite underdone to the first fence, which is always my thing. I either go too much for Ella or not enough. She jumped that really well, that vertical. Just trying to get her to like sit up on her hocks and have that bouncy show jumper canter. Jumped that really well. What's next? I can't really remember. Oh no, it's this. Yeah, so I was going to do the 5, and then I was like, no, Ella's got a really short canter, do the 6. Which is a bit my fault. I should have decided earlier. Oh, coming into this double, she had landing in the middle of the double, she had a spook. I don't know if you can really see it. She like backs off. I was like, shit. Anyways. Oh yes, this is quite bad. I kind of threw her out this plank and she jumped it weirdly. Anyways, got over it. That's all that matters. I guess you didn't speak at the stairs. Yeah. Realities of horses not going out in a couple of months. I'm gonna have a little speak at everything. Finished nicely. Very good, Ella. Push and pull like a magnet, although my heart is falling too. Here's another voiceover. The first fence wasn't as smooth as I would have liked it, but she jumped the crap out of that. Yellow vertical. Here, again, could have been smoother, it was a bit of a wonky distance, but that's okay. Ella's safe. Just trying to get her into the corner, get a good ride to the taller vertical. That was shocking. This line was quite hard because it was a 5 and a 5, but Ella, she's so small that you had to push or really wait. Oh, she jumped this double insane. I loved how she got that double. So careful. Such a cool pony. Then I learnt from my mistake and I was like, gotta sit up for this plank. And she jumped it really well, which is good. I've been working on, she ignores my inside leg. So I've been working on that, which paid off here because she jumped off that insane. God, she's such a cool pony. And then I kind of just threw her at that fence. It was the last fence. I was like, come on. Typical me. So I'm back, and this is Ella's jump off round, and I got such a much smoother ride to the first, which was very good. And then had to sit up tall for this vertical. She jumped it so well. And then a tighter roll back to that vertical, which she also jumped insane. And then I went around all of these fences to make sure I could get a good distance and a good line to a bigger oxer, because she's quite small, but a bit for Ella, and she jumped it insane. And she was done for the day. She was so good all day. Such an insane pony. And now we have Capone. So this is him warming up. He did the same exercise as Ella, although he's a bit more uncoordinated. Poor thing. Just harder for him to land on the right leg as his changes aren't always there. Jumping well. It's a bit harder for him to turn on a circle because he's a big beast. He's very long, a bit gangly. But he jumped those well. Pat spin. I think this is him just going the other way. He's become so much more rideable, which has been so lovely. And he really likes his rubber pelham now. Goes a lot, as I said, he throws his head. But yeah, he's become a lot nicer to ride, which has made my job more enjoyable. Like there, he's just very nice and a bit. You can kind of set him up nicer. It's just turning, we're still getting the rideability back. Jumping that well though. And I think we're done. And I thought I'd add this in. It's a refusal from Capone. We just warmed up and then came to this fence and something wasn't sitting right with him. He can switch off this horse. It's a bit weird. So came back around to it and made it a little bit smaller, my coach. And you can see he's backing off, but he jumped it. And then we went back on to a full round. Like, he's just a bit of a weird horse. Like, we know this about him. He's just weird. It's just him. Sometimes he decides he doesn't like certain jumps. Kind of rushed down that line, but you know, I'll take what I can get with this horse. It actually has been 2 years since his injury, like when we went out to this, so that was kind of cool. Oh, shocking ride to that. Gotta love an honest horse. Set him up for this. Got a nice ride in. The 5, as you can see, is actually short for this big strided horse. Compared to Ella, it's quite hard to go from the two of them to realise the difference in them. I think I got an okay ride in, yeah. Kind of backed off again at the banner underneath, but not bad. Ooh, almost had a slip in that corner. Not the best ride to the plank either. He's kind of, I think he's a bit fresh, and he's kind of pulling me to the fences, but he was actually quite good. Trying hard. And took out a stride to the last, because why not? Oh, shocking. So this is Capone's bigger round, and look at that right drift. Need to fix that. It's actually quite unusual with Capone because he's got an injury. And with his injury he should drift to the left, but he actually drifts the other way. Oh, that was such a nice ride to that box up. Jumped it really well. As you can see, it doesn't really have his changes. That's just Capone for you. Yeah, got a bit flat down there. It was good to keep those taller verticals up. But you can just see like his rideability between fences becomes so much better. Double made sure to try and sit up because it got more of a forward ride in. I actually got a change then, so that was pretty good of it. Better rides at the plank here. Had to like really learn to use my body with him and not my hands, because he just gets offended. It got a bit deep, kind of ran into the base. Then I was like, wake up, Capone. Got no offense. He was quite good. Good boy. Likes to drag his head down to the floor. So this is now Capone's jump off, and again we have that lovely right drift over the blue oxer, which is quite visible. Definitely not going for speed on him, maybe a little bit tighter. Jumped that really well. But just for these turns, I was really happy with his head and how he was listening. Once again went around, you know, not going too much for time. Came out of this turn and I saw the long one, and Capone was such a legend and did it. Such a good boy. Even got like half a flame change there. And you can see the smile on my face. I was so happy with him. Such a good boy. And that was the end.
So, I forgot to film anything else from my lesson. I got back and it was starting to rain, and we had a few other horses with us that had to be done and everything, so I didn't quite get to film anything else. And so now it's Tuesday, and that was on Sunday, and I'm editing it, and I was like, I have nothing to put at the end. So, they both jumped super. Wasn't expecting them to jump that well, actually, because last lesson didn't go as well. They were both fresh and just not really jumping well and not listening. But have hopefully a show if the rain stays away this weekend. and I might vlog it if I have time, because it's actually got them both in the 1 meter and 115, so we'll see how that goes. I think Ella's definitely going well, and hopefully she'll do it, but if it's too much for Capone, it's not worth it for me. Like, he's with his injury and everything, it's just not worth it, not worth the stress. And not worth falling off. So I guess I'll see you next time, or you'll probably see someone else from the account, either Scarlett or Izzy. So see you.